we're going to do it. Okay, I'm going to tackle this part now. Alex IKEA thing. And in here, in these 6 drawers, I have even written, using my silhouette, what is supposed to be in it. It does not, it's just not. So we need to go through it. And I have my helper with me, and I have his pig. And when he has his pig, he will think about nothing else. So anyway, I have started to go through it, but then I started lacking motivation, and I was thinking, don't walk on the finished okay. So I'm thinking, hopefully this will give me some motivation. Okay. Anyway, so I have these 3 drawers. It says paper on these, and it's cotton, pastel, or for like mixed media, soft pastel, oil pastel, and then cellulose paper. I have not painted a lot, like anything lately. Well, but by my standards, I've been painting very little. Nay! And when I have painted or done anything creative, I have stuck to my sketchbooks, which has been really fun and comforting. But I also feel like if I knew a little bit better, didn't have to dig through these drawers, maybe it would be better. So we're going to go through them. The 4th drawer was full of paper. It shouldn't, but I just, like, I think when it comes to a hobby, you usually have a bigger interest in one aspect of it more than the other. And for me, I love making watercolors, but I love testing new papers. Please, anyway, the paper I have behind me here is handmade paper, torn edge paper. And I have a whole bunch of these, and I use them partly to photograph on and partly for collage. So I just love them. So I'm going to save those for last to put them back in because I want them on top. So that was the first thing I put out. Albert, stay away. So I have pulled out a whole heap of paper pads. So let's go through them. I have a Jackson watercolor paper. It's a 300 GSM. And it didn't say what quality it is or what material it is, but it's not my preferred paper pad. I'm happy that I have something to try it on, but I'm going to keep it. I think it's fine. Albert, what is that? Here's another one I tried. It's Italia, and it's 100% cotton. I don't know if I have this is the only thing I've done on it. It's with my own paint, and I really dislike it. So I'm going to, this is going to end up in another pile because I just did not like this paper. Move that. We have a 6x8 pad watercolor block from Jackson. A lot of it is from Jackson or bought at Jackson. This is rough, natural white, 300 GSM. It's a good just paper. I think it's good to have like real good paper, like when I get commissions or when I want to paint something real special. But sometimes I don't need the best of the best. I just need, you know, that kind of stuff. I have this that is oil and acrylic. It's a cow in progress. Apparently, it's been deserted. But I bought this, I think I got this on Amazon, and I was looking at it, and if you look at it, you should never look at the artwork, but if you look at the artwork, you can see that it has some form of canvas texture. And I was like, oh yeah, I love that. But it's just like, it's completely smooth. It has absolutely no texture whatsoever. It's almost like hot press. So I was really disappointed with this. So this will go into the other pile. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it because I have not reached for it after I tried it. I have here another paper pad like this one. The yellow is hot press. I wanted to get the cold press. Yes, because this is the rough. So I wanted to get the cold press, but I think they don't have that. So I got the 2 other, anyway. Because here I tried to do this. It's another project. that I have not continued on, and that's why the top is looking a little bit buckled. But it is good to have hot press even though I don't really like it. And I think that is, no, I was going to say that's it. No, I had more in this drawer. I had this, it's Fabriano Black. It is drawing paper 300 GSM, and I have, I think this one is loose. I have done watercolor on it and it works fine. And here's just my first test page. I use colored pencil down here and then oil pastel. And yeah, I like it. I'd like to have some really nice black paper. And here you can see some of my watercolors on top of it. So you can definitely do watercolor on this paper. It does buckle a little bit more than traditional watercolor paper. But I find when you do on black, you don't usually use the same techniques, or I haven't anyway. We have a little postcard pad from Jackson, and I just doodle on top of it. But I find this is really good quality. Sometimes I find these postcard pads are really like hit or miss, but I like this one. And of course it says nothing about it, so that's useful. We have 10 sheets of Yupo paper from Scrawlrbox. We have some loose leaf paper. I'm going to put that there. It's partly a paper pad. I think this is from Flying Tiger. They had this pad that had craft black and white paper, and each of the color had 3 different thicknesses, and I bought quite a few of those. They were really good. And of course now, oh, here I have the one in A5 too, and as you can see, it comes with 3 different colors and 2 different thicknesses. And it was really, really good. And of course my Tiger in our city doesn't have it anymore, but I bought quite a few. I also have just a sketch pad from Tiger. I think they have really good paper. Like, I don't like the watercolor paper for watercoloring, but just like this kind of paper is really nice. So I'm not gonna sketch block. Here we have Paint On Mixed Media Denim, and it had to be like Scrawlrbox or Upgrade. So we have that. We have this one that is from Artful. It's a watercolor paper pad, and it is 300 GSM, acid free, blah blah blah. And I got this because I got it from Jam in the Color Cave. She sent me one of the ink boxes, I believe, and this one came with it. So I haven't actually tried it with watercolor, but I did use it with ink, and it feels really good. Like, just the texture, and when I did it with ink, I really like it. So I'm going to save this one and change the battery. New battery. Hopefully it's better. We were talking about Artful paper. I have this anniversary edition from Hanimal, and it's 425 GSM. And I bought quite a few of these. And I actually have a painting right here. Oh, I think I'm going to put this one on my desk to continue working on it, because it's actually what I've been working on right now. I've been painting more angels. I really like this paper. I really like Hanimal paper. I have an unopened canvas pad, so I did get some more canvas. I also have, I found this The Wall by Canson. It was on sale, so I was like, oh, I'm going to get that. But I don't think I actually have done anything in it. But I do have it. I think this was from my last Jackson haul time before Brexit. Anyway, I actually think this one was after Brexit, but yeah, it kind of stung. But it's a Bristol from Strathmore. I just really like Bristol paper, and I wanted to try the famous Strathmore paper. and see how it was different from the off-brand Bristol I have. So I can't really say if I like this one better or not, but I have it, so I can compare more. Last pack I pulled out, gosh, it sounds awful. It's a pack of 20 sheets Cadee paper, 320 GSM. Cadee is a handmade watercolor paper made from cotton, and I love it. It is a little bit different working with handmade watercolor paper versus from the big brands, because this is not as precise, so you can't get the exact same quality. The sizing isn't perfect all over. I kind of love that, and the quality and the texture. Yeah, so have used quite a lot of Cadee paper, loose like this, but also sketchbooks. I think I have finished 3 sketchbooks with Cadee paper anyway, and I have some packs of big sheets and then just smaller sheets, because you get this deckled edge. So that is something that I bought on, and now I wish I had bought more before, you know, but anyway. And then the last thing that is new is this pack of Canson Canson pastel paper. It comes in a pack of assorted colors, 160 GSM A3. I don't think I have all of them here, but it's just like really light tones with a slight texture. So it looks white, but it's just when you see them together they have a slight different color. I'm not a big one for using soft pastels and that kind of stuff, but I have found them more and more when I do like paper piecing projects, but also when I frame things. I like to have this kind of paper. It's a really good deal. Here we have some older drawings. They're very old. Here is some on some blue watercolor paper. Also some long time ago. I can't remember when I did this. We have some Yupo paper with alcohol ink. And I don't think I will throw it away, but I think I'm going to put it into my my little folders that I have when I do like paper piecing. And so I have some like cutting them up, because I don't think I will use them for anything, so I'm going to put them in there. We have a mysterious folder. Let's see, it looks like we have some oil pastel. Been looking at different brands. Here it is on stone paper. Oh, I've been trying it on all. Oh, I know what this is. This is, I took a class on Skillshare with oil pastel. Here it is on canvas. And then I did it on different ones. Some different blends. And here is working with like analogous complementary colors. Tone to tone and shade. And then I think this had to be my like finished piece that I mean, a few years ago, or I think this was like maybe 2 years ago, I did quite like do like, I was pretty good at taking like the Skillshare courses and like really doing them, but I haven't done a single one this year, so I'm really thinking if I should keep my subscription. I'm not sure. I'm looking at this. I learned so much. Just like, I think this was over a weekend, so Saturday, Sunday, learning so much. But of course, you need to be in the mindset of actually being able to focus and doing all the things to really get something out of it. Oh, this is old stuff. You want to see my old stuff? This is on Arch Rough. We have a really young swan. This is from photos I took of swans in a lake close to us in our city. I have another moon. I do have a print, like a moon lady print. Obviously it's not this one. But I did paint a lot of moon ladies. 2017. I really like this one. I really like it. Daniel Smith watercolor with a little bit of the silver that they have, and then this was the first time, I think, or maybe not like the first time, but when I was starting experimenting using colored pencil with watercolor. It was kind of revolutionary, I have to say. I have this one. I don't know if it's a self-portrait or not. Looks a lot like my hair used to look. Here's another one. And it's all art rough paper with Daniel Smith watercolor, because that's what I had. Here's another moon lady. I painted a lot of moon ladies. Yeah, the one I turned into a print is actually up in my bedroom, and then I think I have one on canvas too. Let's see here. This one has to be a lot newer, like a lot closer to present time. I think this was a test because it's hot press paper. So yeah, it's a test piece. I just wanted to see how it sort of would react and how I would enjoy painting on it. And I didn't, so something I started but didn't finish. It's very rare I have pieces that I start and don't finish lying about. I think this will go into that pile of stuff to cut up later. Oh, I love this one. It is from 2019. And this is my first time trying to be a bit more realistic with color pencils. So I drew a whole heap of hairs. I really love it. I mean, looking at them now, I'm like, there could be some work done there. But I just remember doing it and seeing how much I had improved at this time. And I think that's important too. We have a series of tiny little paintings. Some Amsterdam houses, more houses, and a little swan. Oh, look at here. It's an original from Gem from the Color Cave. I don't know why it's here, but another house, obviously. Oh, this is an art print from Rita. Ratley. I love her work. I have some of her other prints framed up on my wall. Oh my god, I love this concept, but looking at this one, it could be better. So if you can't see what it is, I don't blame you, but it's supposed to be an elk, and he's looking real proud and sort of smiling, and then around his antler is full of flowers. But as you can see, it's not really proportionate, but I do really like the idea of this one. This one, however, I do really like, and you might recognize it because it turned into stickers. Yeah. I have one last tiger pad of synthetic paper. I just put them all back in the same drawer without actually organizing them. I only took out the finished stuff. Let's move on here. Let's see. Here we have the drawer. This is supposed to be just watercolor paper that are cellulose based or have the majority of cellulose. So we have a big pad of Canson watercolor paper 300 GSM in this sort of light yellow shade, which I don't know why I have because I don't really like it. So I'm not sure if I have ordered this or if it was wrong or why I have so much of it. Because here I have more. And this I really like. It's grey. I'm going to move it about a little bit so you can see. So here you can see the colors. So this is the yellow, so I have even more of that. And then the blue, and then the grey. And I really love working on the grey. It is cellulose based, but it's really, really good. More grey. I'm not really sure what they did with the cutting here, or maybe I did get the cutting here. It looks like I did the cut. I'm not going to blame them. We have some more Cadi, that's cotton. This is quarter sheets with Sanders Waterford and 600 GSM of Cadie paper. I think this is half sheet of Cadie paper. The rest of it is very smooth, but looking at the edge, it does look like Cadie paper, which means it's cotton. So why it is in the cellular? Okay, I'm going to move it out, and we're going to bring back the Canson colored ones. Like that. And then let's see. This was Cadie. We can have this one as like mixed media drawer maybe. The Artful one, it doesn't say what percentage it is. So I'm just going to put it into the cellulose. And then we have the Jackson. I'm pretty sure it's cellulose based. From what I remember, it felt like it was cellulose based. You're getting closer to the top. Oh, this one is not half as full. Okay. We have some heavyweight smooth paper for design or for drawing. Why did I pick this one up? I don't know, because I love testing new papers. Haven't used it for anything really. We have, oh, these are some blanks from that Artful box I got from Gem. Here we have from Scrawlrbox some art print, some more paper. This is a real mess, isn't it? Okay, let's see here. We have an aquarelle watercolor paper, Clairefontaine. I think this one came in one of those subscription boxes too. However, I do like the texture on this one. Oh, and it has a picture on it. You can actually pull that one out. Yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of the quality of this paper, but it's a nice texture. I do really like it, but I'm going to put it into the cellulose. What else do we have? It's a little bit fun and a little bit sad coming through. Okay, let's see here. We have Daler-Rowney Aquafine paper. Now this is the paper I started on before I got into arch paper. Oh, there was some stuff in here. A little meadow. Oh, pretty. So I'm pretty comfortable using this paper, but it's cellulose. Oh, and here we have an unopened of the Aquarelle 425 GSM. Good to have, I suppose. Then there's a bunch of just loose paper. There's one pad. There is, oh, it's just like craft paper. I like me some craft paper, obviously, but that's more drawing paper. We should put that in here with drawing paper. I'm trying to do like a little bit of size in mind here. Okay. So what I can tell here is that it feels like most of it is either paper I've used as background when I've been photographing, or yeah, like this is a pack, but it was a pack before, like of sample soft pastel papers from Jackson, like just a lot of different tones. We have, this is a page from a sketchbook. Sure. And we have some Prismacolors on black paper. And it's quite a few, but I'm not really sure. So I'm actually thinking, let's see if we can find all of the ones made for pastel. And then the other papers I'm going to just add to my paper piecing collage. Okay, now the cotton drawer. This should be filled with just my absolute favorite cotton paper. It's not. I can tell right away. We have a Canson recycled drawing pad. But okay, in the drawer beneath me. This one is Arteza Premium Watercolor Pad, and it has 4 different colors. Oh, I can show you there. So here is the colors in the pad. So you have white, cream-ish, light grey, dark grey, and black. It has a slight texture, which is sort of true because the dark grey does not have a texture. So all the paper have sort of the same texture, but not the dark grey, which is the one I've been using the most. And also the cream have a different texture than the white one. It's not the best watercolor paper, but like I said, I love testing new papers, and I like doing watercolor on different types of colors, as you have seen. So I'm going to put that one there. I have A5 with, but this one is really cool because it is craft paper, but it's in different colors. So I have one that is slightly red, slightly green, brown. I just really like it. This is leather paper, or like more craft paper. I don't know what that one is there. Okay, so I can see we have quite a lot of finished pieces here. So, but the rest of it in this drawer is Fabriano Artistico and Arch Cold Press. So that's all right. We can put in the papers I've saved down here. That is Cadiz paper, and this is the Saunders Waterford, the Cadiz 600, and then I have these 2 with Cadiz paper. Okay, so that's all right. Let's see. The last thing I will show you today is the artwork that was in the top drawer. And then I will just need to know how to organize them. But we have here a collection of bunnies. This is a print in the shop. And when I did my poster with all the different types of bunnies or rabbits, I put them all together and had like a whole little bunny gang. And I really like it. So that print is in the shop. Here's from my time when I pretty much only did European city houses. So much fun. Daniel Smith on Arch rough paper, which is a really odd combination, thinking back on it now, to use a rough paper when you do all of these little details. And that sort of slightly odd scent you get. Here is another one, and I'm trying to see like if there was a date, but it wasn't. We have a little ballerina, and I suppose it was sort of like a sugar plum inspired, but I don't know if you can get the details on her. But I just really loved her. Yeah. But this was a little bit, I don't know if it was stupid, but I did a really odd size. So I haven't framed her. She was like on display here for quite some time, but I like it's like half a quarter sheet, so an eighth of a sheet, and so I need to trim it down if I was going to sell it, and I just didn't. And yeah, but if you're interested in having a silver shiny ballerina, let me know. Oh yeah, I did this one as like artwork for the Jane collection, and I really like it. Like all the flowers coming out of the book. And here is 2018. Yeah, this took some time. I do really love it. And the last one I have here is from, I think it's painted on that, on this anniversary Hanimal paper. It is a little bit too smooth for my liking, and it is mostly, I don't know if it says what kind of paper it actually is, but I think it's primarily cellulose, so it is a little bit sensitive to that kind of stuff. But I made this. I just really like it because I put a silver leaf on it. I don't know if I can pick it up. There we go. So yeah, but I'm really happy with it. I added in some water droplets and I just really like it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I did have some issues with the masking fluid and also adding the silver leaf because I didn't do it correctly. Because why would you, you know? So that feels really good. It's all organized. So now I just need to clear up all the things, all the artworks that I don't know where to put. Probably in the empty drawer. And yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining me and Albert. It was really nice having you here, someone to chat to, someone who listened and hopefully found it a little bit interesting. He didn't. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a really great day. Take care, and I hope to see you soon.